Hey, and welcome to the Shit, Date and Sticky Mistakes podcast. I'm Kimmy G, and consider this your safe place to share all your dating disasters. Now, I don't know about you, but the modern dating scene can be a bit of a shitstorm, can it? And after a while, I thought that I was the problem. I mean, maybe I am. But after speaking to a lot of my friends, it turns out I'm not the only one that has experienced the weird and wonderful offerings that the dating seems to offer. And my God, was I shocked at some of the tales they've told. I thought I'd been through the ringer, excuse the pun. No story is too rude, too disgusting, and the filthier the better. So strap yourselves in, because you're in for a treat. Hey, and welcome to Shit Dates
and Sticky Mistakes.
So this is the dating podcast brought to you by myself, Kimmy G.
And me, Lisa G.
And we will be coming in your ears every
week,
literally, to discuss basically just how fucking awful modern dating is. So let's give you a little bit of background about how this came. See what I did there? How this all came about. So I'll start with, do you remember me messaging you?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I thought I'm going to get myself back out there into the world of dating. And I used all the usual apps. And I met what I thought, lovely gentleman. And I went out on a date and I was like, oh my God, Lisa, like proper girl crushing, saying, oh my God, Lisa, I've been on this date, it's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then she went, oh my God, I'm going to change the name because change it to Ben.
Yeah.
I've been out with this guy, Ben from Coventry, his name was Craig. And yes, I'm outing you. This is going to be so fun. And she thought, basically, she was like, oh my God, I thought it was him. And then she shared some funny stories. And then what happened? So we shared the stories. You go.
We shared the stories, and you replied to me and said, oh my God, you should do a TikTok series of all of these. And I was like, no, absolutely not. Not a chance. Never doing that. But if there was some sort of podcast, I'd definitely do that. And then that's when you said, I've always wanted to do a podcast.
Let's fucking do it.
And I was like, do it then, let's do it. And that's how it all came about.
And that's how it came about. And then we threw it out to the fans on Facebook. I say fans, it's just you guys at home, all three of you. Thanks, Mum. And we put, what did we put out? We asked what name it should be.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give a shout out to Dazzy Nev.
Is that how you thought of it?
Darren Robinson gave us the name Shit Dates and Sticky Mistakes.
Love that.
So Darren, you've got to come on, because if it wasn't for you, I mean, actually, I'll be honest, it's all about us. You just came up with a name.
But we'd be nameless.
We'd be nameless. We'd just be welcome to the podcast. So yeah, big up Dazzy. So yeah, should we just get into it? Okay, so let's talk about, so should we go into the first story, your story?
Oh,
I feel like we've got to start with the good stuff.
Okay.
Right, okay,
so the story as to why I thought the guy that you were dating was the guy that I'd previously been on a date with.
Yeah, so I said to her, oh my God, fucking it, this is embarrassing to say it now, because basically he turned out to be an absolute turnip. I was like, he's really nice, he's got his shit together, he's like a proper adult, he's not a fuck boy. Oh my God, how wrong was I? Anyway, to which Lisa then replied.
So I thought, there's more than one Craig in Coventry, obviously, I get that. But I also then at the same hand thought, oh my God, imagine if it is the same guy. And this is going back years, because the Craig who I dated most definitely did not have his shit together. Just playing with my hair.
I'm just playing with your hair. Sorry guys, just playing with
He
your
didn't
hair.
have his shit together or anything like that. But I thought, maybe, people change. And when she said it's not the same guy, I was like, oh, thank God. Because the guy who I went on a date with was a fucking weirdo, to put it bluntly. He was fucking weird.
This is the best story in the fucking world, by the way.
We went to Frankie and Benny's, and can I say I've never been since. I'm fucking scarred for life at that place. Had a banging dinner, and then he was like, do you want dessert? And I was like, no, I'm fine, thanks. And he was like,
what? And why did you say no? Do you remember what you said to me in that message?
No.
Because I wasn't sure who was paying.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure who was paying.
I wasn't sure if he was paying, I was paying, and we were splitting it, and I hadn't been paid yet.
And not only that, so she thought, no thanks, I'll grab a McFlurry on the way home.
Well, it only cost me 99p.
Exactly.
And I don't have to share it. So yeah, I was like, no, it's fine, thank you. And he's like, have a dessert. And I was like, no, honestly, it's fine. And he literally looked at me square in the face and he was like, have a dessert. And I thought, don't fucking tell me what to do. If I don't want a dessert, I'm not going to have a dessert. Anyway, the waitress came over and she was like, can I get you anything? And I was like, oh, just the bill, please. And he went...
But you just to clarify, you did actually want a dessert?
Yeah, I did. I'm not going to tell him that.
Okay.
And then when he started getting on his high horse telling me to have it, I was like, no, don't tell me what to do.
I will not be tamed.
No, I will not. So this woman came over, the waitress, and she was like, what can I do? What can I get you? And we was like, I said, I'll have the bill. He turned around and was like, we'll have a chocolate brownie sundae, please. And I was like... And I just looked at him and I was like, are you eating then? And he was like, no, we're both eating. And I was like, no, we're not. And he said to the waitress, can we have that with 2 spoons? And I was like...
I mean, he's generous, he's sharing.
He's a fucking weirdo.
I mean, keep going.
So, the dessert came out.
This is brilliant.
And he literally sat, he was in like a booth, he was literally sitting opposite me. And he looked me square in the face, picked a bit of a whipped cream up on his little spoon. My spoon was still sitting there because I didn't want dessert.
Wait for it.
Picked the spoon up and he went...
Look, bearing in mind, at this point, you're sat at the table. Okay, position yourself, listeners. You're sat at the table, you've had a meal, and he
Dead opposite a stranger?
Dead opposite. Was this the first date?
Yes.
First ever date. How long had you been talking to him before?
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks. So this guy never, ever, did she know who he was, sat opposite this chap in a restaurant. He looks her dead in the eye. And what does he say to you, Lisa?
He said, Lisa, I've got something to tell you and it might be a little bit weird, but I've got this thing. And I thought, oh, here we fucking go. And he was like, don't let it freak you out, nothing like that. But it really would turn me on. At this point, I'm thinking, what on earth? And he went, if you would feed me this dessert. Hang on, no. If I can come around and sit on your lap while you do it.
So this guy, she's never met this guy.
Unreal.
Never met this guy in her life. And he wants to sit on her lap like an adult baby and get fed with a spoon.
Yeah. I literally looked at him and I was like, you'll be wanting me to change a nappy and call me fucking mummy next. What is wrong with you?
Did you say that to him?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wow.
He literally just looked like he had fire coming out his eyes and I was like, well, okay, maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew. You are a bit scary. And I said to him, I was like, I'm going to leave. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, I definitely am. And I went to get up and he literally grabbed my arm and he went, sit down. And I was like, whoa.
I mean,
okay.
I quite like a forceful man at times.
Yes, I agree. But he was like, bearing in mind...
Not a hostage situation,
yeah,
forceful.
like literally, like, gun to my head, evacuate Frankie and Benny's and no one's having this girl. Like, that's where I think it was going. So... I was like, no, I'm going to go. And then when he started to get a bit like that, I was like, yeah, I've got to kind of cooperate a little bit now.
Cooperate?
So I was like, okay, I'll sit down, but you're not sitting on my lap and I'm not feeding you dessert.
Did you? Sorry. Right, we've got to break this down.
You said... I was thinking in my head.
Oh, you didn't say that to him?
I didn't say this to him, no. I was thinking this in my head. So I decided then, right, just cooperate, Lee, see how it goes. So I did. And...
So, hang on. So you cooperated, what, you did feed him?
No, I cooperated that I just had a conversation with him, kept things normal, and he was like, I'm really sorry for that. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry for my outburst. I wasn't then, I'm not now, and
you
I
were
will
in
never
survival
be.
mode.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, look, I'm just going to go to the toilet and I'll come straight back. And he was like, okay. I grabbed my bag and I fucking ran. Then I realised I can't walk out the door because he's literally going to see me and my car's parked right outside the door. So... I seen this waitress and I said to her, look, I'm really sorry, but I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. Literally.
Hey!
And
cheeky little plug there.
I need to get out. Like, I need to get to my car. I need to be away from this guy. So she took me through the kitchen, past all the chefs doing their carbonara.
No way, you didn't tell me this.
Out the back door, in my car, drove off.
Never heard from him again?
Well, no, because I got about 3 miles down the road and blocked him, pulled over and blocked him.
Wow.
Because I would have had a text from him, where have you gone, what are you doing, where are you? And I was like, whoa, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, not today, Satan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean...
That's the story.
But let's be honest, that was just one of 3 that you'd messaged me in quick succession.
Yeah.
So that was, and there's me thinking, I've definitely met the fucking man of my dreams then, because that ain't my Craig. I mean Ben, my Ben. Fucking hell, like why? Like what is wrong with some people?
I get everyone's got like a kink. And
A
I get
kink?
everyone... Yeah, I know, but...
Is that what we're calling it? A kink?
Some men like stuff like that, don't they? Like, everyone's got their thing, but would you sit there and tell someone on the first date what your thing is?
I mean, in a way, I admire his upfront and honesty.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather he tells me that on the first day than like the night before our wedding. By the way, when we
get the
will you feed me? Yeah.
When we get the cake,
I want to sit on your lap and have a cuddle and
a
bit of breastfeeding and a bit of cake.
Bit of bitty.
Bit of bitty. So I'm kind of glad, but no, I just don't get why you would be. I get his honesty. I appreciate his honesty, but I just don't understand where it all came from.
You don't put all your cards out on the table, do you, straight away?
No.
I bet he was into, like, what's it called? You know when they lay down and they want to get, like, smothered with food? What's it called? That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it called? I want to say moshing, but I feel like that's the wrong word.
No, it's not
Mushing, smoshing, smushing. I don't know, Urban Dictionary. Well, in fact, I'm going to Urban Dictionary it now. It's definitely called something. Bear with me, listeners. We're just going through the phones. We're so high tech. How do we type in Google? Kinky food.
You're going to get some weird things come up now.
Mate, you want to see my search list? I mean, obviously, for the podcast only.
Oh, of course. I can only imagine.
I like to just make love under candlelight. Sploshing!
Sploshing?
It's called sploshing. Yeah. Oh, Christ, it's also known as wham. Wet and messy. Okay, I'm just going to... We've totally gone off piste here, but I'm going to read out the explanation here.
Yeah, please do.
The definition, not the explanation. Okay. Are you ready? This article is titled Colour Me Kinky, Sploshing, the Food Fetish.
Oh God.
This piece is part of a new series in which Ravishly editor, so Ravishly is the website, and check that out, explores the psychology behind a fetish, and a writer, some name I can't be asked, writes a piece of erotic fiction that reveals how it would manifest into a sexual encounter. Yeah, I don't need to know all this shit, mate. Where are we? Oh dear. Previously, oh my God, we've just found a new website to inquire in. Previously, we have written about food fetish, mummy play, and armpit worship.
What?
Let's just take a second to digest that. Food fetish.
I need more than a fucking second. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've
avoided my fair share of sploshing then, haven't I?
Yeah, well, sploshing, that's a separate thing. This is sploshing, okay? Sploshing, also known as wet and messy, wham, wake me up before you go. In fact, don't wake me up, just go. Is a fetish, nothing short of a multi-sensory extravaganza. Now, when you have a baby, they say multi-sensory is good. I think he's took it to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're talking a bona fide kaleidoscope of bodily stimulation. As with any kink, it manifests itself in all kinds of wonderful, panty-tingling ways. That doesn't get my pants tingling, I'll be honest.
Don't move.
Oh dear.
Don't.
Oh no.
Oh, Kim.
Oh.
What?
It's often edible. Talk about having your cake and eating it too. But often, wait for it, it's just about and this is the word, right?
No, don't. I don't know that I want you to say this.
It's about the sheer bliss of being immersed.
Bliss.
Mentally and physically in, right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things listed here. If you can guess any of things that you're going to be blissfully immersed in. I
don't fucking know because I'm not interested.
I mean, there's some things in here I'm quite partial to the food.
You like the food thing?
The food, not the sploshing.
Okay.
I mean, I've never tried it. I might like sploshing. I don't know.
Read these out.
No. I want you to guess.
Kim, I'm not really sure.
Okay, start off with the easy. When you're using food in the bedroom, which I've read in books. Thanks, Mum. Whipped cream.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, whipped cream, chocolate.
No, this is going to go to a weird place. I've just got a feeling.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to write... Oh, I can't write down on my phone that I'm thinking. Have you got a pen?
Chocolate, although, I'm just going to say now, chocolate, all I can think of, if anyone's seen Alan Partridge, it's going to look like a dirty protest. So...
I've just got a feeling I know what's coming.
Right, so
Hang
we've
on,
got...
I'll write it on my hand. Oh.
We have got 9 different... Is it? Yeah.
Kim, what is this?
So the pen I've just used is not working. There we go. Lisa doesn't know how to operate a new pen. So we've got 9 things here. Some of them...
Go on.
Okay, right. I want you to write 3 down. Oh, you've written something down?
Okay, what foods?
So there's foods, there's liquids, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'm writing my fucking shopping list.
You write your shopping list, your sploshing list. This has gone in a completely different direction than I expected.
God.
So if you wanted, imagine you wanted to be in sheer bliss of being immersed mentally and physically. If you're still listening, please bear with us. Lisa's having a bit of a brain thought.
I'm just not sure. Okay.
Okay, right, go for it. What you got? Go on.
Milk.
Milk, on the list, our survey says, no, it's not in there. I mean, you could, but in this particular article, it's not in there.
Cucumber.
Fucking hell, what are you doing with a cucumber?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I know what you could do with a cucumber.
If you immerse it in a certain place, people might be happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, I do love a salad. Well, actually, look at me, of course I don't. No, not cucumber.
Baked beans.
No, it's not on the list, but I've seen... This is going to sound really fucking weird. I've seen a programme.
I bet you have.
Yeah, about sploshing, and baked beans is a fan favourite.
Yeah. I just got the idea from, when people
But would you go Heinz or Branston?
Heinz.
Right, yeah, okay. Anyway, top 9. Whipped cream.
I get that.
Peanut butter. Chocolate. Beer. Beer. I mean, who wastes beer like that?
Ooh.
Pudding. Doesn't state which pudding.
Sticky toffee. Chocolate.
Spotted dick.
Oh, love that.
Or trifle would be good, wouldn't it? Look, I'm getting into it now. I'm starting to think.
Sploshing.
Fucking hell. She's unlocking a kink I didn't even know I had. Slime.
What?
Yep, slime. It's all the rage now, isn't it? That's why there's so many slime kits about.
Oh.
Paint.
Paint?
Maybe they're an artiste.
Dunk it on her head and go up against the wall to paint the walls.
Yeah, maybe one on each nip. You know what I mean? Bit of airbrush. Lotion. That's quite standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
And my favourite of the list, pickle juice.
I fucking love pickles.
Right, that's not the reaction.
No, I know.
Right.
But I love pickles. Not that I would go to that extent with it.
Okay. So if a man said to you, looked you square in the eye and went, Lisa, let's go home, grab a jar of gherkins, and I'll whack my willy in it, what would you say?
Everything apart from the last bit.
Right, okay, just go home.
Go home, give me a jar of gherkins, go to McDonald's drive-thru, get a pot, Subway, get one of them girthy gherks on TikTok.
Girthy gherks?
Have you seen them?
Oh, sorry?
Have you seen it on TikTok?
A girthy gherk?
The pickle kits?
What?
Have you not seen them?
I feel like I'm more emotionally damaged by this
the pickle
than
kits
sploshing.
on TikTok.
You keep saying pickle kits, okay? I don't know what you're telling me.
The gherkin. It's a big gherkin. I can't even show you on my phone.
Right, we're going to get a pickle kit.
I've got one at home. That's so nice.
Anyway, we've digressed. So the weird man at the restaurant, you never heard from him again?
No, because I blocked him.
Right, okay. So, yeah, there's your first episode. Because this is literally, I mean, I could literally sit and talk to you all day. Because, honestly, it's fucking... I've not really dated, because obviously I was with Satan for 11 years.
Yeah, I had a Satan for 7.
Yeah. A sexual Satan. Oh, no, that sounds... No. Oh, Christ, no.
We're going to go down a whole nother road.
Oh, God, get out the peanut butter. Yeah, so I've played the field. I've dipped my toe.
I know.
Oh, right, okay.
I've heard about your toe dipping.
I'm not in... Well,
When you used to voice note me at 6:30 in the morning on the way home.
Whoa!
I've heard about your
I
toe
have
dipping.
never voice noted you at 6:30 on.
You have
I?
Yes.
Oh my God! Don't play those. Anyway.
Oh, we could.
No, let's not play them.
Oh.
Because, you know, after a night shift is obviously why I've been up at 6 in the morning. Right. But yeah, so this is the reason why we wanted to do the podcast, because with stories like that, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you share them?
Why wouldn't you? So we want to know if you've got any utterly ridiculous stories. Now, they're going to be anonymous, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
unless you want to put your name out
If
there,
you want to put your name out, if you want to come on, we're here for it. But, yeah, if you don't, email them in. Either send them on Instagram or Facebook, which is, we'll put the links in the podcast because it's just going to be too long.
Yeah.
So I should have thought about that. Or you can email them to shitdates.stickymistakes@gmail.com. Send them in, we'll read them out, and we'll basically just... I mean, I think I found a new kink. Sploshing. I'm off to go and get a jar of gherkins, a packet of slime, and a can of whipped cream.
I'm just going to go and get my gherkins.
Get your gherk out.
Get your girthy gherk out.
Your girthy gherk. So join us for the next episode. Share it, honestly, guys, share this with your mates. Share it with your nan. Share it with your nan. Why not?
Yeah.
Share it with your nan, then film her listening to it and maybe make a TikTok.
Yeah, it could go viral. Nana might love it.
Nana, yeah.
She might be able to reflect back on her younger days.
Imagine if you said to your nan, again, we're going off piste. Imagine if you said to your nan, sploshing, and she went, "Oh yeah, the food fetish." What would you do?
I'd die. I'd have to leave the house. And have
what if Papa Gary was into a bit of spice?
No.
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 No, I can't. I'd have to just. I'll pretend I didn't hear that, guys. I'm going home and then go and book in for some therapy, I think.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
How would you feel?
I mean, I'd probably go, you go, Nana. You go, Glen Coco. You know, you do you, hun. But again, you and Pappy, can you not do it in front of my face? Because I feel uncomfortable.
Do it when the door's closed and no one's here.
Exactly that. But yeah, join us for the next episode of Shit Dates and Sticky Mistakes. How was that for you?
Loved it.
It was good?
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Ta-da!
Bye.